Hello guys and girls and welcome back to another Thaumcraft 4.2 tutorial. So we're going to be covering the Golem upgrades today. Also going to have a look at the Golemancers bell and just basically show you guys how you can customize your golems as much as you want and however you want. So there's some really cool things to get into on this, and we're going to jump straight into it. I've got loads of little test golems here. We're going to call this one Timothy the Thorian Golem. I'm going to place Timothy down right here. There you go. There you are, Tim, and there's his brother there, just still in my inventory. Cool. So, very first thing you're probably going to want to make is, let's grab our book here, is your Golemancers bell. This is going to allow you to control your golems. They won't listen to your words. The bell allows you to avoid that. Simply right click on a golem to select it. Once it's done glowing gear like a circle will appear indicating the golem's home location and the side it's attached to. So as you saw, we right clicked them onto the chest. So we're going to quickly grab our Golemancers bell, which is made with a stick and 4 pieces of quartz like that, and it's going to take 5 auto in your table. And we got our Golemancers bell here. So if we right click this guy here, you'll see that he's bound to this chest. It's kind of got like a big circle thing with a hollow center in it. That's how you can tell where the home block is. Any other block that he's linked to will be like this, or like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. Cool. So let's read some more. You're now able to right click anywhere in the world and link the golem to the blocks. You are now able to right click anywhere in the world to link the golem to blocks, locations, or inventories it may interact with. Clicking on the same location will either unmark it or cycle through different colors if the golem is able to interact with different colored markers. Shift plus right clicking on the marked location will always clear it, and pressing F will clear all marked locations. Cool, so as you saw there, we can right click like this and it will link things to the world. So we're linking them up to all of these watered jars at the minute, and if we want to link them up to a different thing, we can go like that. And to unlink, you can simply just right click, but sometimes if you have a certain upgrade in this thing, it will cycle through some colors. If you want to clear it, hold down shift and right click and it will always clear it for you. And if you've got several things and you don't want your golem attached to any of them anymore, just simply hit your F key, which is your default binding, and it will remove all of them for you, other than obviously his home binding, which will stay there for you. Cool, so let's read on a little bit more and see what's left on the Golemancers bell. So left clicking on the golem picks it up with all its current upgrades and settings intact. Shift plus left clicking picks up the golem but removes its core and any attached upgrades, which drop separately. There is a good chance that the upgrades will be lost if you do this, however. So you can just simply left click. Let's give him a core so you can see it. Simply left click, go like that. We're going to pick up Timothy, place him down, and he's got his stuff and things with him still. So if we shift left click him, you'll see that the core popped off and he popped off with it, separate to it. So, and if you do have upgrades, which we're going to get into in a sec, there is a chance you will lose them. There's a very good chance that you'll just lose them completely, but do not worry, they're not very expensive to make. As you can see here, a bit of gold nuggets and the shard. Cool, so that is the Golemancers bell. That is how you control your golems and tell them what to do. We'll cover some more of it when we actually get into the cores, and you'll be able to see what you can do with each core and how you can command your golems about and stuff like that. Pretty nifty stuff. So next bit we want to go into is the upgrades. So there's 6 different types of upgrades, and they're all made with the shards that you can get within Thaumcraft. So you've got air, earth, fire, water, order, and entropy. These 2 textures seem to be the wrong way around for some reason. It might be my texture pack. But so what we've got here is we've got the air one. Air one is basically going to improve the speed of your golem. It's going to make him faster, and it's also going to improve range attack speed if you have got one that is doing range attacks for you. It will increase the speed of that, but generally it will just make every single golem you have faster, which is really nifty. So if you want one of them, remember some of these have 2 upgrades in them. Flesh golems, tallow golems, and Thorian golems have 2 upgrades. Iron, stone, clay, wood, and straw all have 1 upgrade in them each. But there is a way to get around that, which I'll show you guys in just a bit. So next one we're going to have a look at is the Earth one. Earth one is basically going to make your golem a lot stronger. It's going to improve, it's going to allow it to carry more items, increases the limit by between 4 and 16 depending on the golem's base carry limit. So I think the Thorian Golem will add another 16, whereas if you did it on a straw golem, it'll only add another 4, because jumping from 1 to 16 is going to be a bit like, well, crap. But I think the Thorian Golem, because of how expensive it is, you can put the upgrade on it and it'll jump it up to 16, which isn't too bad. But it'll also increase the physical damage that it does. So if you've got one attacking again with the sword, it's going to increase its physical damage output, and it'll also increase how quickly it harvests materials or perform tasks depending on brute strength. That one's really, really cool if you've got one harvesting. Obviously, it's going to require a bit of strength to do some harvesting. If you've ever done it before in your life, you realise it's not an easy job. This will basically help the golem and make it a little bit faster at doing that for you. So the next one we got is the fire one. This is going to get your golem all fired up. First of all, the coolest part is the golem's melee attacks also sets its targets on fire, which is awesome. All of these sort of have a little melee subset thing in them, I think. And we'll go through and we'll see the rest in just a second. This upgrade increases the interface inventory of a golem, allowing more items to be filtered or sorted. The number of slots added depends on the base number of slots they usually possess. So some of the golems have less slots on them than others. So when you interact with them with certain cores in them and try to filter things, some of them will only have like 1 or 2 slots, where the others will have 6. If you put this upgrade in them, allow, like, say some of the lesser ones with 2 in them to hold up to maybe like 4 items or so, and filter it out that way. That's if you want to use like straw golems to do sorting or something like that. This will allow you to have a little bit more lenience over it, a little bit more play with how it's all filtered out, so you don't have to have several golems basically. And yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to that one. We got the water one next. This upgrade increases the visual range of most golems, allowing them to travel further afield to perform their tasks. So this works from their base thing. So if we put Timothy there, he's connected to that. Every golem, if you remember, is up to 16 blocks away. As it says here, most golems can operate in a range of 16 blocks around their home location. So if we come up to 16 blocks away from here, he'll only be able to see up to here. If we wanted him to pick anything up over this side, we'd have to put one of them upgrades in him so he could see that far. There is another way to do it, but I'll get over to that in just a second. That's part of the advanced golems. In addition to that, it's going to increase the range, increases the range and accuracy of your range attacks. So not only can they see further, anything with a bow is also going to be able to shoot further for you, which is really, really cool. So the very final two, these two are mainly around based around sorting. So the very first one we'll cover is order. This allows you to specify different colors for blocks marked with the Golemancer's bell. This allows for greater control over what they do and where they do it. So basically, if you put this in a golem, you can basically color coordinate things and have him. Basically, it's just like a huge filtering system like you do have on most pipes. You have a filter pipe which you can sort things out into colors of which direction you want them to go. Pretty much like that with golems. You just have to fit it with the order core, which is really, really nifty. And then obviously you've got the entropy one as well. Golems fitted with this upgrade automatically inflicts damage on anything damaging them. So there you go. There's your combat bit there. And golems with this upgrade will also have more control over what items they are looking for. You'll be able to make them use or ignore damage values, MBT data, or even check the OR dictionary to find similar items. So this is like another addition to your golem to make their filtering even better. So if you wanted to have a golem sorting everything out in your base for you, you could get them to do that. You could say, like, this is the thing with this, you can color coordinate things, and then this you can tell them to ignore MBT or whatever. And if you wanted things thrown in the bin, you can be like, oh, take this to the trash can, color coordinate that one color, and then you're like, oh, well, I want all of like my cobblestone in this chest, so we'll color that color, and it'll run it all to that chest and stuff. And Basically, there's a ton of things on there. I'm not going to go too much into detail anymore about it, but it's really extensive about the amount of things you can do with just these 6 cores alone. And in addition to that as well, there, if you read on the bottom, specific golem cores might benefit from this upgrade in other ways, so you might wish to check if additional pages were added to their Thaumonomicon entry. So if you come over here, we're going to have a look at the fishing one here. If you look on the next page, it will say air upgrade. A fishing golem fitted with this will have a small chance of catching more than 1 fish. Fire upgrade, it will cook everything it catches. Order upgrade will increase the chance of getting good fishing results. And then the entropy will reduce the chance of getting bad fishing results. So not all of them do have these upgrades on them. This one only has an order one. This one only has order on it as well. This one doesn't even have any. It's just a gather core. This one has entropy. So they are very variant in the cores, and they all do different things. So depending on what core you got going for, make sure you check the book and the additional pages to see if there's a core that's going to benefit you specifically to that core. So the very last thing that I want to show you guys is the advanced golems and tell you exactly what they do. They're very easy to make. Well, I think they are anyway. It's this simple arcane infusion with a piece of redstone, glowstone dust, gunpowder, water jar, and a zombie brain with your golem in the middle. When you place your golem, by the way, make sure you shift click it onto the pillar. Otherwise, you're going to place it on the pillar as an actual golem. So you've discovered a way of improving golems in several minor but significant ways. Firstly, golems that go through this process are able to hold 1 additional upgrade, though they can never have more than 2 upgrades of a single type. So this will allow you to have up to 3 upgrades in some of the golems and 2 upgrades in the rest of them. So the ones that already had 2, which was the tallow, the flesh, and the Thorian golems, they will have up to 3 upgrades in them if you put them through this infusion. The rest will all go up to 2, so it's up to you which one you want to go for. And then secondly, they're going to move faster, so even if you have the slower golems, which are made of metal, they're going to move faster. And thirdly, they all have slightly greater sight radius. I'm not exactly sure how far this is. I'm going to guess it's about 20 blocks. I'll tell you what, let's test that. Let's give this golem here. Place him on that chest. Give him an animation core of gathering. And let's say we're going to fly. Let's grab some item frames here. And we're going to fly all the way out to here. Can he see this far? No, it doesn't seem like you can. So let's try this one. Can you see this far? No. Can you see that far? Nope. Can you see that far? Oh, he twinged. That far? That far? Doesn't look like it's a huge increase on this. There you go. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. So it's 20 blocks. That's what I was going to guess it at. So it's increased by 4, which isn't like a huge amount, but it is a small, significant amount increased on there. And he's put the item frame in there. Good little Timothy. So yeah, it's got slightly increased range, which ranges up to 20 blocks, and it's slightly faster as well. Anything else on this? No, that's pretty much it. So it is fairly simple to make. It doesn't take a lot of Essentia either, so it's quite nice and easy to make. But there you go. That is all of your golem animation, not animation cores, golem upgrades. That's how you upgrade your golem in the infusion altar. This is how you upgrade them with little tabs and bits and pieces. So we can shove you an earth upgrade, and it just pops in a little socket there. As you can see, the Thorian Golem, this is the advanced one because it's got 3 slots on him. Stop turning around, Timothy. Stop it. There you go. He's got 3 little dots on him, so he'll take up to 3 upgrades. And let's just show you. Oops. There you go. We'll try and. Oops. There you go. You can't put a 3rd one in there. Just to show you. So you can put 2 earth upgrades or 2 of any up there, but you won't be able to put 3. But that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode and found it useful. Please leave a like rating if you did. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and make sure you have yourselves a very fantastic day. And I'll see you beautiful faces in the next video. Goodbye.